Major funding for Challenging Expectations was provided by Travelers Foundation.
There's an invisible sign above every public school that says, bring us your children, no matter what barriers, strengths, weaknesses, or challenges that they have in their backpack, and we will help her or him achieve their maximum human and educational potential. That's the mission of public education. The real challenge is our ability to live up to and fulfill it.
I think at Minnesota, we are really right at that moment, that fundamental moment where we're going to decide as a state whether our educational trajectory is going to be up or down. And so this is really, really a critical time to be raising expectations and also providing support.
I see many barriers. Some are very obvious, such as, poverty, homelessness, mental illness, incarcerated parents, addictions.
We're dealing with students who have children themselves, who live in abusive situations, children who come to high school 2 or 3 years behind in their reading or math levels.
I mean, it runs the gamut, but then there are also some more less obvious barriers that I think are now beginning to surface.
There are as many barriers as there are kids, but I would cite 4 big ones: expectation, preparation, investment, and access. By expectation, we mean not just the aspiration to go on to higher education, but the expectation.
And if they're in an environment of love and high expectations, they do better than we think they can. If they're in an environment that lacks that, they exceed our expectations by doing less.
50% of black students don't graduate in 4 years. How come people aren't outraged?
What happens to them, if it's a problem, at some point it's going to be your problem.
The system is not broken. The system is producing what we said, meaning the traditional junior high, senior high system. It's producing what it was designed to produce, which is about 25 to 30% of our kids college ready. However, that is wholly insufficient for this new information age global economy.
Our world of work has changed dramatically. In 1950, 80% of the jobs in the United States were classified as unskilled. Today, 85% of the jobs in America are classified as skilled. We are competing globally, so we have to really, I think, sort of catch up.
The American dream has always been predicated upon the fact that while we tolerate a lot of income inequality in this country, you always have a chance. You can always move up. Well, the moving up in our society and in our state today is increasingly connected to moving up educationally. And that's not moving up on your standardized test scores as a high school student. It's moving up in terms of the completion of a credential or a degree after high school.
If you look at the graduation rates of the people in Minnesota who do go on to college, they're surprisingly low. Of all kids in Minnesota who go on to college, only about 36 or 37% graduate in 4 years. And if you extend it to 6 years, which is a pretty common way to do it, it only goes up to 57%. And that's among all kids who go to college, which in Minnesota is mostly white, middle, and upper income people.
In high school, they said, well, they're not ready. The junior high school is not doing their job. And went in the junior high school, and the junior high school said, well, they're not doing the job in elementary school. The elementary school said, well, the kindergarten teacher's not getting them ready. And what that kindergarten teacher said is they're not ready for school. In fact, half of our kids are not ready for school. Now think about that in the context of that half will catch up by 3rd grade. The other half never catches up. And you can track them right through the system. And you can keep right on tracking them into the prison system, into the welfare system, into all systems that cost money.
I would agree with economists who say that investing in education and making sure all kids are graduating from high school ready for success in post-secondary, whether that's college, university, technical school, is essential. It's the best thing we can do to jumpstart our economy.
There's a lot of things that the schools need to do this, but the money has to be there to back it up.
I do think that money helps, but it's not just about the money. It's about creating a tight weave of community that really supports youth and supports all youth equally.
My World War II teacher, Rich. I'm a great student, huh, Rich?
Wonderful. Actually, I don't think students realize how powerful they can be. They're saying what they really think more than anyone else, and we like to hear from them.
Hi, my name is Kwame Collins. I'm an 18-year-old individual living in St. Paul, Minnesota. I go to Humboldt State High School, and what I hope they should get from this is a peek at my life.
It is critically important to listen. If they think we're not listening, they turn off.
We need to listen to young people, because if they don't have an investment in their education, they'll have no investment in this community.
I gotta go. My school bus is coming. I got 3 minutes to get out the door. All right, bye.